Okay. I'm going to work on dungeons right after the core, but I want to do something in core first. I got the idea that I wanted to add more customization to variance timers. So I was just trying to do some hacking here. To add like a color wheel down here. For changing the variance color. People who really want more contrast. And hello, Lunar, and Quimmy, and Mooney. Okay, so I'm going to have to do some hacking in the GUI to make it all look good. GUI stuff is not my specialty. This shouldn't be too hard to add. Just gotta add some variables. Okay. I'll probably copy and paste one of these color wheels. Still using the old ones. Don't support the new Blizzard ones yet, but one day. Also, start and end color are not where they're supposed to be. They should be directly over. That's actually a new glitch. I don't know when that started. GUI stuff is always a little on the buggy side. Let's see. Interface. Add-ons. We need that folder open, but I need to modify the actual source. Let's see. Let's check the vertical stream. That's about right. Collapse that for now. Not working on dungeons just yet. Need to work on GUI. Specifically, modules, options, timers, appearance, I think. Yeah, Mac is good if you don't really do a lot of gaming. At that point, you get a better experience with your other devices and just user experience. Okay, the variance options should be, well, variance here. MacBook Pros are very good. If you plan to do anything at all that requires any kind of performance, I'd avoid the MacBook Air because they do throttle and overheat because they have a small thermal pad, no fans. But any of the Pros are fine. I'm using an M3 MacBook Pro. I skipped the M4. I wouldn't upgrade unless it... Basically, now I'm waiting for the AV1 hardware codec. That's the issue right now, is that Apple only has an AV1 hardware decoder, not a hardware encoder, which is something I desperately need as someone who's streaming to YouTube and Twitch. Now, Twitch doesn't support AV1 yet, unless you're like one of the top partners in the beta for that, but they will eventually. And the only encoders that work right now are Windows because there's no hardware encoders in any Macs yet. I'm hoping Apple adds it to M5. If they don't, maybe M6. If they don't add it by M6, I'll get a PC. Because I can't get left behind with the AV1 stuff. So Apple better add it in the next year or two. Now, that doesn't mean I would stop using Mac. I would just need a PC for encoding. Let's see. This is where I'm at here. I will add the thing. I think I can anchor it to the checkbox. And then to the right. So I could use Let's see here. Start color. This is the code right there. I only need the start color. I don't need end color. So I'll basically copy this. A variance. It's basically going to be anchored to the checkbox in reality. Do here. But remove text 2 because there is no 2. Okay. Bar color. Gonna make sure it's actually a unique variable. I smell I missed a variable. Oh, I missed these. Okay, let me go back. Let me reset this. Color. I need to start here. It's a lot of code just for color wheels. Even in NA, when it comes to computers, people tend to use Celsius because it's the industry standard. Like if someone told me like the temperature outside in Celsius, I wouldn't know if it was hot or cold. But when it comes to computers, I know, 100 Celsius bad, 60 Celsius good. Okay, I don't need color 2. Anything related to color 2 needs to be deleted. Okay, now. Bar color 1. Oh, thanks for the raid, Naravia. You get to catch me adding another feature to DBM. I'll show you, I'll just do it this way. Var. How was your stream? What were you doing? Were you playing WoW? Bar color text. I'll get there. That's where the problem is. There we are. Okay. Now the anchor point of this is going to be the... here, maybe? No, I think I'll do let's see here. I also need a variable for it too. Start color. Var start color. Actually, it's not a start color. It's just a color, not start. Dailies, yeah. WoW is always a set of chores. I'm adding a color wheel, one of these, down here to set the color for the variance section of the timer. So users can change the color of the bar when it gets inside the shaded area. Bar color. Make sure all the variables are set correctly. Okay, I should be able to do it easier here because they're above each other. All right, that's good. I had to hook these up inside of a DBT as well. Good times. Let's see. Status bar, timers, DBT. Let's see. Var color R. I think the default color here is white, so I think it's just 111. In fact, let's see if I can find that code here. It's gonna be... the alpha slider. Looking for this variable, that'll tell me where I'm looking for. Actually, I should move the colors down there for keep them together. There. Set alpha. Okay, where's the set color at? It's in here somewhere. I know WoW's in a slow point right now, besides if you're trying to catch up or Season 2 prep, but it's going to get very busy when the patch comes out in a week and a half. Then I'll be doing all kinds of WoW chores in-game again. Now I pretty much only log in the game to do coding. So I'm coding all the prep for Season 2. Okay, where is the color set? It's probably not set here because it doesn't need to be. It's only set in creation. Let's see. Let's search the whole thing. Variance. Here we are. Set vertex color. Okay, that's what I was looking for, I think. So the border default color is actually interesting. I think the default color is actually black. Or is that a Difflon? It might be the separator color. And I think that's the bar in between. I need to find the other color. Set alpha. it should actually do that on creation too. But got it. Background. I'll do some testing with this, actually. Make sure I'm editing the right variable. I'll edit my live copy real quick. Add-ons, DBM. Yeah, that's pretty much how WoW is. Okay, what happens if I change these to 1? What does this do to the variance timer? Okay. Yeah, that changed the line in the middle. That's not what I'm trying to do. That needs to stay black. I think I generally think that needs to stay black. Okay. Okay. So that's the border. It's gonna be here. Let's put this here. Change the color to... Hold on a second. Set color. It could be either one of these. Let's try the vertex color first. Okay, let's see what that did. Did I edit the yeah, my local copy? That might not have done anything because I just... What if I go like 0? Because that the ones didn't do anything at all. So let's try a non-white or black color. That did change the color. It's not purple. Okay. So that's kind of doing what I want. At least I'm on the right track of where I'm trying to pack this shit in. Now let's plug in the actual variables here. Nope, I was looking for... Where's it at? Set variance, yeah, I'm looking for this. Set alpha, set color. This might be a redundant call now that I'm setting the alpha here. And this has to be DBT options bar color. Hold on, what's the color order? I don't remember offhand. Let's do this and set vertex color because I need to look at the API docs. It's supposed to tell me which one It was telling me earlier. All right, time to go to Google. WoW API set vertex color. What is the order? I just need to know which one's what. Okay, red, green, blue. That's all I need to know. Bar. So blue is last. Green in the middle. And red at the start. I do this edit in the real file though. Let's see here. Comment that out. Do these exist here yet? Yeah, I created them. Okay, now it should be configurable. Let's see, go with this. We'll just default it to white on creation. That might seem redundant too. Okay. Let's see what happens when I put all this stuff in my add-ons folder. Two modified files are appearance and DBT. Okay, so let's start with DBT. Copy. Paste. Appearance. Let's go into timers. Let's see, DBM GUI. Modules. Options. Timers. Appearance. All of this. Replace all of this. Okay, let's see what happens. It didn't explode. It's not yet. My color wheel's there. Look at it. It's not where it should be, but it's there. And it broke something. Oh, I know what I broke. I can already see. I already know where that bug is. I set the size for the wrong field. Somewhere. Frame. Let's set point here. And then go 0. No, 0. $100. Try to at least get that thing to render somewhere useful. I mean, better? Why is all this space here? What did I break here? I must have done something wrong. This is wrong. Okay, I know I did something wrong. Why did I fuck up? I must have forgotten to rename a variable. Yep, there it is. Bar color. That's one variable I didn't fix. That alone might have been one of the big problems. Let's do a fine color. Now the actual distance. Change my height to 0, actually. I don't think it needs it. And set the spacing to about 250. Okay. Bar appearance. Well, it's probably over a little too far. Okay. $250 was too far. Let's try 200 and -20. Okay, that's better, I guess. Now the color is... Now what happens if I change the color? It's working. Now change the color just like that. Reset. Sets back to white. See red, white. Huh. Now does the transparency slider still work? It does. So I can set it to max. Go like this. Reduce the transparency. Beautiful. That gives users what they want to do here. A little bit more fickle here, though. A user can set themselves in a situation where they set to a color that doesn't align well with one of these. But at least they have that option if they want it. I gotta change this text, though. It's not right. And the set point for it is also wrong. It should be centered. Color 1 timer text. Top. And if I just... I gotta localize the color, or that's too. Start bar color. That's what I need to fix next. GUI. Localization. Variance. Okay. Local. Variance color. Okay. Hook this up here. Let's try to figure out how to fix the position. I want to fix the position on the other ones too. It's not right. It should be centered over the color wheel. It is here, I think. those are relatively centered anyway. Oh, I gotta test it with the localized text fix first. There we go. Swap that in. Swap this one more time. Oops. Reload. Okay, variance color. Ah. It's actually wrapping. I wish it wasn't doing that. I wish it stayed across. How do I fix the wrapping? Stop doing stupid crap. Variance. Okay, that's negative 25 for good measure. With negative 22, I'll try something smaller. This sets the width, I think. 80, right? Okay, yeah, width. 120. Okay, let's see what that did. Okay, it made it one line. It's still offset way to the left. I don't know why the hell it does that. That alignment is just giga screwed up. Set point. Bottom. Okay, let's go top, top. That made it worse. What the hell? What's it anchoring to? Bar color, top, top. Okay. Center. It's annoying to figure out GUI stuff because it's so convoluted. Nothing is center about that. Let's make them both center and see if I can get the damn... I just want it in the center and then I can work from that. I can offset it. Oops, I don't think I edited the right... or copied the edited file yet. Yeah, it's just... it's using center here, but there's no center here. So why are even two center values if only one of them does anything? I just have to manually offset it because these things are useless. So I'm just going to top left, then offset it by about 40. And non-English text be damned. Because when you use manual offsets, it's based on the font, so all other fonts get fucked if I align it around English. Okay, offset it too far. Let's go on to other color. Let's go create color by type. What are these setting the text to? Text. Choosing bottom, top. Bar. Bottom. Top. 20. It's functional at least, but it's probably gonna look like crap. Designing in GUI and Lua is just dog shit. Because I'm raising my DBM. Okay, that's actually, I guess, a good number. It's good in English. That's as good as I'm gonna get. It's just probably gonna be bad in languages to have shorter or longer fonts. Like Chinese and Japanese will probably be able to offset to the left. French, Italian, and Spanish will probably have it running over because they tend to use more letters for their language. But good enough. And this was redundant. Don't need it anymore. Perfect. I wish it stopped getting tagged on my guild Discord for random garbage. All right. Add color option to variance bars. All right. That was the first thing on my agenda today. The final product is pretty and works. Make it like dark blue. How's it going to work here? Well, it's still dark blue. It's just going to be hard to see on blue bars. This is the only problem with that letting users change the color, is they can set themselves up for failure. This is easy to see. This won't be easy to see. That's why the default color is white. Because none of the default bar colors are white. In fact, I can't imagine anyone would ever set their timer to white. Yeah, I think the default is going to stay white. Just doesn't make sense to really use any other color. Unless take that back. The combination, if they went like this, and then made it like dark blue, then maybe. Yeah, that would work. As long as they adjust the transparency in tandem, they can kind of make it work. Kind of hard to see down here. But they're free to do whatever they want. Just wanted to give them the option to. I prefer to use like a low transparency and white though. That way, the color basically matches the bar color at all times with a transparency effect. Thanks to follow Gibberish UI. That pretty much that summarizes the DBM UI to a T. So you're just using white and then using an alpha, and now this automatically matches the bar color regardless of what color it is. That's why that's the default. But whatever, I added a new option. Now to get back to working on dungeons. Okay. Dungeon notes. Close that. Format, make plain text. That's better. Done with that file and that file, that file. Now we're on this. Open my logs. Oh, I copied them to a different folder already. Close the wiki, it's done. Close all this. I only need this. I've got this log I have, and then Rillo generously sent Mythic Plus logs for several dungeons. So I can work with that too. Thanks to the follow last. And I marked where I left off. Left off here, resume here. Meaning this is the next ability I need to add a timer for. Interrupting roar. Here. Two different NPC IDs though. Let's look at Relo's log. Timers. Interrupting roar. Okay, here we go. It looks like regardless of the NPC, the cooldown is 18.1. Well, this NPC specifically alternates. That's going to be hard to track on trash. What NPC is this? What other ability do they have that's causing that okay. That's probably what's causing the alternating text. Or either one of these abilities could be causing it. Let's see who that NPC actually is. Wowhead. NPC. One of the unique creatures, okay. Which has 3 abilities. So it'll be possible to kind of correct the timers. This looks like I can just set to 12. You found a cause for talking heads dropping FPS? It's probably the model bug. Talking heads use models, and models have been bugged since the end of Dragonflight. That's why weak cores that use them tank FPS. I disable talking heads. I keep the audio and the text in the chat frame, but the HUD's gone. I don't like pop-ups. I wonder if they're going to fix the model bug, because it wasn't always that way. You know, it's a regression they introduced. They should be able to figure out where it was introduced and backtrack and see what change set caused it. They spent all of 11.1 basically adding an add-on profiler that's on by default for all users, just so they can make it easier to blame add-ons that are tanking FPS. But still, most of the time when add-ons are dropping FPS, they're dropping FPS because they're triggering Blizzard bugs. Like, it's easy to say, yeah, weak auras is dropping my FPS massively. But why? Oh, because unit auras has poor performance and models have poor performance. Both Blizzard functions. So it's like, whose fault is it really? The add-on for existing? Or the functions being low performance? And all we could do is add on out there is just avoid low performance functions. Yeah, I know. But when it comes to UI, as long as the base UI is not triggering the problem, they tend to ignore the problem. Although in the case of, like, your example is the talking head, that is the base UI causing the problem, so... I guess it just depends on how severe they think the problem is. So we know that our cooldown for interrupting roar is 18.1, regardless of caster. Now who's this caster? Got this NPC, let's check this one. Another named mob. That just happens to have the same ability. Okay. I'll make sure I cancel with either one of these. Wait, this might be it. Why does he have difficulty buttons? Whatever. Both of those mobs are going to need timer correction. Because this one does have a 30 here, which probably happened because he cast, I would guess, Whirlwind. Well, let's at least get the preliminary timer implemented. Then timer correction can be a to-do for later. Local timer interrupting roar cooldown. It's 18.1. You're making shit up, Copilot. AI timer? Again, Copilot is so stupid. Do these look like AI timers above it? What's funny, it's whenever they're posting on like Threads or Twitter, all their updates, like, look at all this cool stuff Copilot does. It writes code for you, and all these examples like show it working perfectly, and I'm just thinking, when has that ever happened? They must be cherry picking the the code snippets they're looking at because it rarely works perfectly. Find. Okay. This needs to be moved. You notice weird things like that too, but it's really the fact that there are a lot of backbones all run to the same IPs. Like little I've run little snitch, and it will often report like World of Warcraft is trying to connect to Apple. It's like, wait, what? Why is it connecting to Apple? But it's not actually connecting to Apple. It's just connecting to an IP that Apple also uses. Either a shared content delivery network or like a level 3 data center. Like they're both in the same data center. Like I could probably pull it up right now. Let's see here. World of Warcraft servers that it's accessing. Let's see here. What about Bell.net? Bell.net could get a little bit more crazy. Google is accessing, or Bell.net's accessing Google, Arcos, Labs, and our data. This is one of the known content delivery networks. YouTube, CloudFront, Google APIs. A lot of these Google things are because Bell.net is runs an embedded Chrome browser. Like all of this on the launcher. Pretty much most of the launcher is a web app. All this rendering is just done via Chrome. So all this Google shit is from that. Yep. But I run little snitch. I'm well aware of everything that's connected to everywhere. And I can also be like, analytics? Banned. Do not collect on analytics from me, Battle.net. Yeah, Pi-hole is nice, but the thing with Pi-hole is it's agent. That's always interesting too. At one point I put their own effort to block ads in Battle.net, but the server changes too often to keep up with it. When I'm talking about ads, I'm talking about all of this shit. Like sometimes, I think one time what pissed me off is I fired up launcher and it had auto-playing video here. Not just a video, but auto-playing. That pissed me off, and I blocked all servers related to this banner. But they got a lot of feedback about that, and they haven't done it since, so... But the one thing you don't want to have on your launcher that's already is a CPU hog is multimedia, like actual sound, like audio or video playing here. Okay, interrupting roar. 18.1 seconds, unless delayed by other spell queuing. Unit died. Else if CID equals that, then some dude. I'll fill it in a second. That's just placeholder. Okay, the first dude. He cast this ability. And so does he. Else if strategy equals that, then... Command I to continue with Copilot. Okay, Copilot, what are you going to do? I don't know what you try to do, but like, yeah, go away. Now how do I get this to go away? Well, first I'm going to thumbs down you. Suggested incorrect code. Thank you for your feedback. Now, go away. Well, fine, accept it. I just need to make it go away. Else if strategy equals 0, then... Okay. It covers both the casters. Even the breaker. Made them down here too. Try to get some initial timers while at it. But who am I starting with? I'm starting with this dude. I hope Brillo was running DBM, otherwise these debugs not going to be as good. He was, thank God. My DBM debug is in there. Praise be. That's the RP. That's not it actually being engaged. Let's see. Engage unit 4. There we go. There's the engage. Thank you, Rillo, for having such quality logging. Okay. Now look at his initial cast of all his abilities while I'm here. This guy casts all 3 of these abilities, so might as well get... He's got a Tank Buster. He's got a Ground Smash you need to run out of, and he's got the Spellcast Interrupt. Okay. All 3 of those have a nameplate timer. But because the boss has so many abilities, I probably want to make the Tank Buster tank and healer only. To reduce clutter for everybody else. Now let's get his first cast. We got his pull timestamp. I felt that sneeze coming. His first roar cast is here. All right, we got exactly 6 seconds for the initial timer. So let's switch that to 6. Oh, hang on a second. All right, sorry about that. I had to fix a TV. All right. Now let's see here. I should find this guy's engaged too and fix this one before I forget. So kind of work on 2 different mobs at the same time. So let's get the string I need to search for. Here. Find his engage. There it is. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Good logging. I'm so glad he was running DBM on the PTR because that makes the logging 10 times better. Because it inserts this debug stuff into the log. That's critical for the mod making. Hello, Hank Pink. Or would you prefer Hanky Panky? Okay. Now the first roar here was... Oh, this guy had no hesitation. There's no initial timer for this dude. This dude was like... I'm doing a roar in 1.2 seconds. Yeah, I don't know if there's really a point to putting a nameplate timer on this. 1.2 seconds. So actually, it's about 1.7 seconds because this is showing that there was a 0.5 delay for detecting combat. I set this to 1.2 for now. Maybe like 1.7. I'll count for the -5. Worth keeping? Question mark. It's accurate. It's just not really useful. But I'll keep it there just for the sake of completionism, I guess, but... Huh, what? Actually move around a bit so I don't get AFK'd out. This 1.7 second timer. This mob casts its ability less than 2 seconds after it's pulled. Alright, let's go back to this dude. I want to finish his timers. Oops, not that log, dummy. This log. Okay, the other abilities this dude casts are Smash and Other Smash. This guy likes to smash. Do I have Colossal Smash in here? Smash. I do not even have that ability yet. Let's do the Tank Buster first. I'll add it like this. This kind of warning for now. Warn. Colossal Smash. Pilot got that right at least. Local timer. Yep, you got that right. Oh, I got that right too. You're getting your shit together, co-pilot. You get a gold star. LSIP spell ID equals that. Then we get this right. You did. Okay. Let's actually get that timer. I didn't look yet. Let's get the initial colossal. Let's say smash. There's the ground smash. I need that too, so I'm gonna grab that. What about other smash? There it is. All right. That gives us the other initial timers for that mob. Let's find the repeat timer now. Timers. Colossal Smash. It's got a 9.7 second base, but it can be delayed up to up to 23 seconds due to his other abilities. So that's going to require some finesse to correct the timer. We have to adjust it when he's spell queuing other abilities. Let's get the base timer in first. I'll worry about the adjustments after the fact. But can spell queue up to 23 seconds due to other two abilities. Can spell queue up to 21.8 due to other abilities. Now let's get this in here. Stop the timer on death. Start the timer on pull. The pull timer is 16. Yeah, 16 seconds. Maybe 15.5. I think I'm going to start with 15.5. All right. Now for his last ability. The Smash. Have I warned for this yet in the mod? No. Surprised how many warnings weren't in the mod. Special warn. Ground Smash. That's right. I forgot what it was for a second. All right. Local timer. Ground Smash cooldown. Co-pilot. There you are. What was the cooldown on Ground Smash? 12.2. All right, we are looking good. All right, that covers that. Terminate on death. start on engage, and if I recall, it's actually something that's going to be in the middle of the two. That's 11 seconds, about 10.5. I'm going to use 10.5. All right. Heaven is done. This dungeon has a lot of mini bosses opposed to like trash mechanics. I mean, there are some trash mechanics, but I'm gonna add note to resume here, just so I don't lose my place. I still gotta add nameplate timers for all of these, but I kind of want to get this other mini boss open while I have him here. He does the Whirling Blade and Whirlwind. Do I have this boss yet? Actually, I think I have him already. Well, I kind of have him. Just have to interrupt and roar. Started him. I already have a mob here to cast Whirlwind. Okay, so that's another rehashed ability. I need to add a Terminate here as well. Is it the same Whirlwind spell ID? Let's see. Used by... Okay, it's the same ID. Good. Alright, but I already support Whirlwind, so I need to fix Whirlwind on this dude. Let's get the initial Whirlwind timer. Engage event here. Then Whirlwind. Wait. That's the wrong roll. That's the wrong dude casting Whirlwind, I think. That's the NPC fighting the other NPC. I want to ignore that one. Here we are. Here's the right dude casting Whirlwind. I gotta be careful about firing the wrong mob. In fact, this is the wrong mob too. I just caught that. That's that fuck up. The mobs RPing in the background are I need to get fix this. Okay, you. Now roar. Ignore the dude fighting. There we go. This actually makes more sense. So you have a different initial timer now that I got the right mob. Okay. Let's fix this. Let's change that timer to 11. Move that away. Timer Whirlwind. Your initial Whirlwind is 4 seconds. Okay, that's better. Just double check this guy and make sure I got all the spells are the right caster. Heaven, heaven, heaven. Yes. Okay, that one I didn't screw up. Okay. Alright, goes back to this dude. He also does Whirling Blade. Hurl a weapon. Okay. Does this exist in my mod already? It does not. Can you target scan this and add a chat bubble? Hmm. That I don't know. I don't know if you could target scan this. I'll actually be able to find out from the log. Let's find it. Wait, this spell ID doesn't exist anywhere in the log. What about my log? No. They might have removed this ability on PTR. In fact, let's switch to PTR. It still says he casts it, but they just copy the data from live. He didn't cast in either of our logs, so I might not add it yet. It might still exist, and it might just have a long cooldown that he dies before he uses it. Let's try a different spelling ID. No, there it is. Spell summon. He is spawning them. He's spawning 3 at once. But the cast event is no longer in the combat log. You son of a bitch. Let's do this again. Whirling Blade. Spell summon. Spell summon. Spell summon. Units. Why, Blizzard? That's fucked up. It fires a unit event, but for some reason they decided to hide it from the combat log. I guess we are using a spell summon event. We won't get the pre-warn for it. We only get the warn when the blades actually are already spawning on the ground. We definitely can't target scan this. Unless the unit event. Target. Rillup. Might be able to target scan the unit event. I gotta ask Relo if they were the tank, though. While I wait for that answer, I can start working on... Should I use... Let me send another DM to someone. Rolling Blade. I think I will use the unit event. It's just so much faster. Even if it's less reliable. I might be able to get the target. I just don't really like using unit events in this way. Because I have to actually scan all units and then sync it too. But it is what it is. It's what Blizzard wants. Unit spellcast succeeded. Good job, Blizzard. I'll put it here. Function mod. Copilot, can you finish the rest? Kind of. You got this right. Everything else you just made up. Let's like get rid of all that. This is what Blizzard makes me do. Send sync. Blizzard hates combat log. Function mod on sync. Not using the GUID. I don't know what that is for either. Not making shit up. Okay. Oop. That's right. Local special warn. Rolling blade. Okay, we got it. Local timer. Rolling blade. Cooldown. This will be more annoying to grab because alright, I should get the initial timer out of this. Okay. Initial timer is about 9 seconds. See if I can get a recast timer though. Timers. So glad Relo's a reliable logger. Stayed in nameplate range with native nameplates enabled, so didn't miss any of the casts. That one's going to be 16.6. Thanks for the follow, not malls. All right. Let's get the announce and timer set up down here. Oh, I do need to send this GUID. I didn't realize that. Hey, why are these wrong? Just realized it's not... Oh, I just realized Copilot didn't do any of this right. There we are. Now it's correct. Well, it should be an expectation that Copilot doesn't do it right. Send sync. I do actually need to send the unit GUID. GUID. Special warn. Okay. Watch step. Rolling blade. And the GUID was necessary for the timer. Initial timer here. What's the initial timer? That's right. I was going to say about 9. Okay. Terminate on death. There. Rolling blades implemented. The only thing I don't have is a target scan because I'm not entirely sure yet. I gotta get more. I could check. That's right. I could check this. Let me check this. Target says that. Next one says Rilla And reload again. Same target 3 times. It's probably not target scannable. It's probably just reporting the tank. By the way, at least has an earlier warning and a timer. Making some good progress on that. Next spell here. Unholy Fervor. Let's actually swap the order of these just so that they're next to each other. But actually that means now Raging Tantrum is next. Let's find Raging Tantrum. That's the debuff. I want to find the cast for the timer. Raging Tantrum. Here we are. Here's the cast. And delete those. Well, hold on a second. I'll delete all but that top line because I'll use it for finding what I'm looking for. He's a vehicle. That's important to note. Find the engage for it. There it is. Excellent. Now we got a pull time and an initial timer for Raging Tantrum. Now we see the recast timer. Raging Tantrum. Oh, it's only cast once. Oh, that sucks. What about my log? It was cast more than twice here. Praise be to Yevon. 18.2. That'll work. Local timer, Raging Tantrum cooldown. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, because I totally want a GTFO there. Now, who all cast this? Because it might be one of those things where, again, it's cast by like 8 different mobs. Is spell ID cast by... Okay, it's not a unique name. Raging Bloodhorn. Does he already exist? Is it down here? No, not yet. Raging Bloodhorn. The initial timer was 8.4. Give or take. Hold on, what was the delay? Minus 0.1, so I'm gonna put 8.5. Mm-hmm. Another one knocked out. Now Unholy Fervor. 0 casts? What about my log? It's cast once. Timers. Timers. Okay, it's cast a couple times here. It's not a good sample size. But that's all I have. I'm gonna have to Warcraft logs this. I need more data. But there's a good chance that the Mythic Plusers just don't engage this mob. Let's try it. Let's change the ID to this. And the stop ID to this. It is interruptible. Because what I need to know now is whether stops put it on cooldown, or if that mob even can be stunned or stopped. NPC target here. Alright. Let's hit up Warcraft logs. All reports. 42. That was 43. There they are. Leader pin. Keystone level 13. Sure. Let's check this group that ran yesterday. Okay, scan it. Any events? They engaged that mod. Or mob. But he didn't cast his thing. Okay. Let's check both of these. I have a feeling this is a mob that either doesn't get pulled or just dies quick. One did get engaged here, and it cast the spell once at least. It's interrupted. Initial timer was about 12.4 on that log. Let's check this log. I had a couple of packet drops earlier. Very minor ones. This mob one didn't engage at all. I got one there. Change the keystone level to a 10. Let's check this log.
You are out of time.
They didn't engage the mob. it's not a mob that most people fight, then the nameplate timer is not that important, but... I'm just gonna put a preliminary timer using my data. Because for some reason we engaged the mob and it lived a long time. And it probably does have a long cooldown because otherwise you'd have seen it cast more than once. In this log. Because this is a 13, that mob didn't just get exploded in 2 seconds. Oh, it's a heal! I see what's going on here. So the first time, the initial timer is probably not cooldown based, it's probably health based. It might not have a cooldown at all, to be honest. I mean, it could be this could be the cooldown, but it seems still pretty high. I think I'm gonna leave it off of. I think I'm just not gonna cooldown it for now. No cooldown timer, because initial cast is health based, recast is unknown. Moving on to next ability, Withering Discharge. Timers. Is it the same NPC as the other one? Here's a lot of crap. That's kind of also minor tank buster. Does have a long cooldown. Apparently it can be interrupted though. Is that true? Let's check. Man, keep yawning. It can be interrupted. What I'm looking for is any spell I did not interrupt. To see if it got recast right away. They were pretty good about interrupting them. I guess I'd expect as much from people running a 13. I'm just gonna assume that I should start a timer on interrupt or success and not on spellcast start, just for good measure. Hang on a second. Let's see here. The race has a long timer for sure. Let's see here. Do some math here manually because there's multiple mobs. $25. Got it. $24.1. Okay. 24.3 on that one. 25. I think I want to use 24.1 for the cooldown. These longer timers are because it doesn't go on cooldown until it's kicked, and it's a 4-second cast. So if they allow some of that cast time in, they basically extend the cooldown. But DBM will account for that by not starting the timer until it actually goes on cooldown with a kick. Local timer, withering, discharge. Okay. Which means you need to put this in success. And we need to actually implement the spell interrupting. Interrupt. Start. Come on, stop being stupid. That's desk GUID, not source. All right. That should cover that gameplay timer. I'll get the initial one readied. Oh, and death. NPC. Is this NPC tracked yet? It is not. Okay. Eh. I'd say it's negligible, but it's probably better to code it without else ifs like that. But it's just DBM's legacy code is when it was initially templated like it is now, it was templated in an era where bosses only had like 1 or 2 abilities. So like following the same coding practices for the last 20 years, some of it's a bit dated now. But it's negligible. I mean, it's not really going to be a performance impact. DBM is heavily, like, we've done heavily CPU profiling on it. And even though some of the code looks ugly, it's not causing performance loss. You'll see that yourself in 11.1. Or, yeah, 11.1 patch, when you can see the CPUs of all your add-ons. You're going to find that, like, nothing comes close to Plater, Details, Weak Auras, your unit frames. A DBM probably won't even be in the top 10 of the add-ons you're running in a dungeon or raid. That said, we're still always looking for ways to improve performance or improve code. It's just a matter of having time to do so. And when we do improve it, we improve it in places that matter. And the else-ifs is not really a place that matters. Grab this and get my initial timer. 13 seconds. Got it. Initial timer, 13. Alright, their ability's been checked off. I also gotta make sure I'm adding abilities that I'm missing from Quasi's spreadsheet too. Let's get that open. And let's see here. Blizzard add-ons. Quasi usually has a pretty good resource in marking the notable abilities. And I make sure that none of them are ever missing from DBM. And Holy Fervor, we got that. I don't think I have Demoralizing Shout. There's actually a few missing, so I'll be able to fix this. I'll make sure all of these are in there. The bosses should be there in there automatically, in the boss mods. Okay, let's see. I do have Demoralizing Shout. I saw it on Quasi's sheet, and I was like, do I have that? It's right here. Okay. Oops. I should actually just do that. Do cursory check now. Make sure every ability he has. Unholy Fervor, yes. Demoralizing Shout, yes. Bosses, yes. Necrotic Bolt Volley, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Which means it should be added. Necrotic, yep. It's not in here. Let's find it and add it. Necrotic Bolt Volley. There it is. There's the first cast of it. Let's find the mob being engaged. Swing miss. Damage, 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 damage. Where are you? There it is. All right. That'll give us the initial timer. Mm-hmm. Now we gotta see if I can find the recast timers. This was recast quickly, likely because it wasn't interrupted. This is what I'm going to look up on Warcraft logs, because I need to see if it was interrupted or not. And Transcriptor is not very good, at least in the automatic tables. That's why I use all the tools at my disposal. All right. Give me the data. Here we are. Yeah, there's a recast here that's quick because he was not interrupted. So it does not go on cooldown on cast start. Here he was interrupted and it went on cooldown for 23.8 seconds. Here it was interrupted and it came recast at 22.5. That's within the variation, 22, 23. So I think the cooldown is about 22.5 and only on interrupt. All right. Recast 22. Okay. Got data for it. Now I need the implementation. So that's going to be success and cast start. Local, special warn, necrotic, bolt, volley. Got it. Local, timer, necrotic. Figure out the rest. Yep. 24.1? No, the timer was 22.5. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't finish fixing Wither and Discharge. I gotta fix that. Else if spell ID equals that, then timer. Wait, it doesn't start there. If self anti-spam. Oh wait, that's not right either. That's right. Check interrupt filter. As a matter of fact, I can just do it this way. And I'm starting a timer somewhere else. Starting a timer here. And here. Why? What is this spell ID? Why did it insert? Stupid. All right. That covers that. Now the caster's initial timer. Let's get that implemented. This creature ID, does he exist yet? He does not. Timer. Necrotic bolt volley. Oh, I put it in the wrong place first. That's why I was confused. Okay, that's good. The initial was right. 11.6. We can count for the 0.5 here. We'll just make it 12. Okay. Got one of the missing spells from Quasi Sheet. What else is here? Bone Spear. Massive single target nuke. Okay. Do we have Bone Spear? I don't think so. Okay, Bone Spikes. Bone Spikes. Let's make sure it's not the same spell. Bone Spikes. Some PTRs. It's still Bone Spikes. Oh, it is the PTR. Never mind. No, I need a different spell. Bone Spear. Bone Spear. There it is. There's the first cast. Or there you are. That gives the initial cast. Now let's get the recast. It says an interrupt. I gotta do it with Warcraft logs. Okay. There's the Bone Spears. None of these were interrupted at all. Not a single cast. Just let them go off. Or did I forget to change the ID? No, I did. They just didn't interrupt any of them. Interesting. They used stops. That's what they did. Okay. This was recast instantly because I didn't interrupt it. 9 finished his cast and never got a second cast off. 7 finished his cast and got a second cast off. That's what I need to see. 1561.417 minus 1538.220. 23.1. It's interesting they didn't bother to interrupt it a single time. They just kind of dealt with it. Why if the Bone Max is a more important spell to interrupt? If that's the case, then why is this on Quasi Sheet as a prio interrupt? Gotta check this mob's other abilities. And figure out why this group that's clearing 13s on the PTR literally ignored the spell. Didn't think it was worth interrupting at all in 9 casts. So I don't like adding interrupt warnings that shouldn't be on by default if they're bait. Like, it's actually bad if DBM is saying interrupt one spell, when another spell on the same mob is more important to save your cooldown for. But I always be careful not to put the wrong interrupt warnings in there. That's why I basically fact check everything. Let's see. A Bone Spear. Okay. Either way, I should have an add nameplate timer for this, whether I have an interrupt warning for it or not. Let's see what. Actually, let's get some more context in the caster. Bone Spear is cast by this dude. What else does this dude cast? Bone Shield and Grave Spike. Bone Spear does hit like a truck, though. Like, that genuinely does hit really hard. So it really makes me wonder why they chose to let this... Keep in mind, this is the base damage. This is how much damage you would do on a Mythic 0. On a Mythic Plus, it has to one-shot. Without big mitigation. I mean, I review this again. In all likelihood, they probably didn't... They only actually let 3 of them get off. They did stun 6 of them. So they're using stops on it. They're just not using interrupts on it. I wonder if they changed it, if it's not interruptible anymore. Maybe that's what's going on. Hmm. Anyways, let's just get it added. And I can fix it later if there's a contention in the community about it. Special Warren Bone Spear. Okay, timer. Local timer, bone spear. I conclude the timer was 23.1, give or take.
You are out of time.
Oh.
You are...
Oh, shut up. I'll stay on the title screen for a while. Okay. Now it's like I said, I'm gonna code it as an interrupt, and if it's wrong, I'll change it to a stop later. That plus success. And we definitely know it only goes on cooldown if it succeeds. This is just guesswork because we didn't see any kicks in that log. Okay, that gets the important bone spear timer. Another thing checked off the quasi sheet. Death wins, I'm pretty sure I have that. Death wins, yeah. And it's already completed. Withering discharge, I just did that one. Meat shield. Puts a massive shield on itself, so that's an annoyance. Alright, let's check for meat shield. Meat shield. I do not have it. Let's fix that. Okay. Meat shield. Here's the cast. Let's find the engage for... I gotta manually search for it. Hold on a sec. Oh, there he is. There he is. Got the pull timer. Now that might not be a timer base though. There's a shield, it might not cast it till he's below 50%. He was at 41% here. So the reason why he cast it might have been because he was at 41% and not because off cooldown. Warcraft logs might give me more data on this. I need to see if I can find any kind of consistency here. Okay. Initial meat shield, 19.5. Initial meat shield, 16.4. Initial meat shield, 14 or 15.4. Initial, each initial is shorter than the last. This is a boss variant. The recast is also up in the air too. 20 to 24. I don't like that either. I like that I just took this mob into the boss. It was still alive casting Meat Shield. After engaging the boss, they're just like, yeah, you're coming with us. That's a 13 for you. But I don't know if this is cooldown based at all. Well, I do need to add it regardless. And at least get the announce in there. He marks it as an interrupt, not as a CC. Local special worn meat shield. Local timer meat shield. Now this one I'm going to kind of comment out. Iffy. Initial cast probably health based. Recast maybe also health based. I just don't like 20 to 20. Like, there's a 4-second variation there. And that's pretty atypical. Let's see what I can see in reload logs. If it was cast, if it had a meat shield, timers, 25, 23. What about success? Any that got off? 25. I might add the cooldown timer and then make it like the lowest denominator here. 20.6. I think that's fair. But I will note it that 20.6 to 25. Also put it there. Yep. All right, we got meat shield timer started. I forgot to put a bone spear on death. I just noticed it. I knew there was a mob missing here. I'll see equals then. Now, who cast Bone Spear again? This dude? Yeah, this dude. Good thing I saw that tab open. I already deleted the Bone Spear from here, but I should have it in the history. That's, there it is. Easy peasy. $11 for the first Bone Spear. Okay. Meat Shield is next. I make sure I get a unit died for this one too. It's cast by this dude. Oh, this dude. Okay. Got that. The initial timer ready. Which was... $21 maybe. I think it's iffy. I think this show me something different entirely. I don't think there actually is an initial timer. This one's 15. Then it got as low as what? 15, 16, 19. Initial is likely health-based. Okay. Meat shield is adequately added. This trash mod is coming along. Okay. Last one from my sheet I need to check is viral eruption. I think I have that. Yep, it's here. So I got every ability on this sheet for Theater of Pain. Now I just need to finish implementing the remaining timers that I don't quite have done yet. So kind of jumped out of order. I gotta actually backtrack and figure out which ones don't have timers. I think Battle Trance. This is a timer. Battle Trance does not. So from here to here need timers. These 4. 4 more timers, and this trash mod will be, for the most part, done. It's certainly shaping up to be up to my standards. Okay, let's see here. Battle Trance. No casts of it. What about Battle Trance? Nothing. What about my log? Battle Trance. No. What about this log? So 3 logs and no battle trance. Missing timer. Moving on to the next one. I don't even think it was on Quasi's sheet. That could be an ability they decided to remove. This one definitely exists. Net log. And this one. And probably this one. It's cast by this dude. Let's parse it out. Yes. We got it. Looks like well, that sucks. The first timestamp in the log is wrecked by a passive buff. The recast on this was 17.3. But I'll get more data from here. Here's Battle Trance. Try to find the engage. Creature ID is what? 210. None of those. Unless I've read the number wrong because I'm dumb. Did read the number wrong. I'm looking for this guy. 506, and that's right here. I got distracted by that line, and that line doesn't matter here. Okay. That gives us the initial timer. Let's see what we can find here for timers. Battle Trance, Demoralizing Shout. Timers. Look, I cast more than once here. What about here? It did. 17 seconds. 17.3. Checks out. We got 2 points of reference, so I'm satisfied with that. Local timer. Demoralizing shout. "17 seconds. Nothing to do there. Need it here. And here. Oh, probably taking too long. There you go. Now the caster is this dude. Do we have any minute? No, not yet. Cancel a timer. Let's get this mob name. Okay, stop that. Stop the sharp. Just stop snapping shining to the bottom of the page. Initial timer. 4.5? 4.6 maybe? Let the timer adjust. Okay. Demoralizing shout added. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Find soul. "20.6, 20.8, 20.7. I like it. That's probably a cooldown. But kind of. It'll be minus the cast time, so. In fact, some of these timers might be wrong because I probably forgot to subtract the cast time from some of them. If I look at the cooldown on some of these, I didn't actually account for the cast time. I need to fix that on some of these. Some of these already accounted for, and I look used like this. So based on the previous cast, but I need to fix. I think I need to fix some of these. Let's see here. Damn it. I gotta recheck all of them. Let's see. What about meat shield? That one I think I fixed already. Maybe. It's already adjusted for Warcraft logs. Yeah, that's already adjusted. What about bone spear? Timers. Success. I think I want to work on something in core to fix mistakes like that in the future, actually. Yes, that's a good idea. I can fix that in core later. Notes. Some interrupt cooldowns may be wrong because they don't properly account for cast time. Some do, some don't. I don't remember which ones. But I'll write an elaborate debug code to catch it and fix it later. Okay, so I'm working on a different spell. I'm working on Bind Soul, I think. Timers, Bind Soul. Is that instant cast? Wait. That makes that one easy. Yeah, that one is instant cast. So I gotta actually go like this. Then... local timer, bind soul. Caster bind soul is this dude. Got two different mobs here, so that works. Bind soul. One's casting. Actually, it both starts casting at the same time, it looks like. "12 seconds, give or take. "12.5. Searing Death. That's used by a boss. Is it used by trash too? I checked the database. Let's see here. Click any random spell. This in. Sathel the Accursed. Is that a boss? Why isn't the trash mod? It's not used by the trash. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. You're a boss mechanic. This is from the affront to challengers. Yeah, Searing Death, it already exists here on this boss. Existing the trash mod must have been some critical mistake. Gone now. Okay, I need to look at core and try to figure something fancy out. There would be a lot of extra work to implement it because I have to be per spell, per mod to do it. The thing with the DBM's TBM start method is it detects clipping and prints a debug in the log if it clips before it expired. But the problem is, these timers are meant to expire on cast start, not success. So because they start on success, and should expire before the next success, it won't detect clipping if it expires during the cast. So basically these could be wrong up to the full cast time and it won't be detected by the clipping code. I think I just gotta recheck. There's not that many to recheck, so I just gotta recheck all of my Warcraft logs. Not that one. I gotta recheck this one in Warcraft logs. And make sure I'm subtracting the spellcast. I don't even need to change the creature ID. I'm fixing recast timers. So like 24.3. Okay, that's already rechecked. It's fine. We're up to 23.8. 22 point. Okay, that's right. That's already correct. Bone Spear. Let's double check Bone Spear. All right, this one was already a complicated situation. That's right. As right as it can be. Meat shield shoot. Okay, they should all be right. So based on all this, I think the mod is done. Minus just debugging and testing. Or just more abilities that need to be added later. I still gotta fix some of the boss timers. Like for the actual bosses. But I'll probably do that tomorrow. This has to be a shorter stream because I got a doctor's appointment to take my mother to in the morning. So I won't go to midnight like normal. I'll start unwinding now and try to actually get to sleep earlier. So it's a short 3-hour stream tonight. But I got the trash mod done, and that's probably the most important thing for Mythic Plus in reality. The bosses don't matter as much as the trash. Actually, push finished Theater of Pain trash mod. What is going on here? Oh. Updated translation. I guess, yeah, Paul added a timer here. Okay. All synced up. I should do a lot more tomorrow. I'll probably polish up the bosses and start the next trash mod tomorrow. I basically have 6 more trash mods to create from nearly scratch for some of them. And then I gotta do a new, an updated pass on the new dungeon. Because the new dungeon, the trash mod is complete, but I completed it weeks ago, so I have to recheck everything and adjust timers as they've retuned the dungeon. Let me look at that mod real quick. War Within. I could actually do a kind of an assessment of all of them. Like some of these, it's not empty. I mean, I say it from scratch, but that's not true for some of the War Within dungeons. I did do preliminary work during Mythic 0 week, but most of these timers were changed. And I mean most. Like a lot of these timers were increased. So they need a full pass. Let's see. Clef. Fix that white space. This one was really not that well implemented, so I definitely gotta work on that. But I got the log right here. I'll be able to do a lot done on that. Operation Floodgates and New Dungeon, so that it has a lot of stuff in it already. But this needs a full pass with the Mythic Plus log. Just to get it better. Priori. This one is... oh, this is a mess. It only has two timers at all for the whole dungeon's trash. So the trash is up here, and then I separated the mini bosses to their own categories. Those need to be fixed up. That's Rookery. That's a decent start, but okay. But the old dungeons that need work, oh god, that's what makes me nervous. Now watch I get the Mechagon. Got a lot of warnings, but 0 nameplate timers because it's got 1 nameplate timer. I don't know when I added that. This needs a lot of work. It's even more of a mess because it's still 1 dungeon split in 2, and we're only getting half of it. So like when I'm checking abilities, I gotta make sure I'm only checking abilities that are in the second half. But it's not contextualized here. I don't know which ability is in the first half and which is in the second half. Although it does look like I did a lot of comments here, so that might help in the long run. This one's like thoroughly commented. What about Motherload? It's also in here. Oh, yeah, that's gonna need a lot of work. Oh. Okay. I got a lot of work up in the coming weeks. That's all I gotta say about that. I have 2 weeks to get it all done. Remember, Theater of Pain alone took 2 full streams. Some of my days will have to be longer. 3-hour streams is not going to cut it to get done in time. It's going to be several 5-hour streams to get all this done. Because every ability requires substantial... If you've watched, you've seen every ability requires substantial review. Each ability is easily 5 to 10 minutes. Close that. Okay. All right. And with that, we will stop there. And I'll try to start. I want to try to start a little earlier tomorrow, maybe like 6 p.m. or 6:30 instead of 7 or 7:30. And try to go all the way to midnight to get a lot done. But we'll see how the day goes. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.